Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and it is time for another episode of Is the Allocated Actually Better, or Are the Alternatives Better? We're about to find out. Bill poured me another blind flight, and I'm gonna dive in and give these a try and see which one comes out on top, and if it's the allocated or if it's the alternative. Excited to find out. We'll see what happens here. I always love doing this. It's always really, really fun. This has been a fun video series, just getting going on it. So if you guys like it, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think of it so far. If there's anything you'd like to change about it, I might take your advice or hear you out. So leave a comment. But first of all, I'm going to dive in. So I'm going to start with number one. Wow, I got a hair that is just like, whoop. It's just sticking in my face and it's driving me insane. Okay. We're going to start with number one, because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like always. So cheers to you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for watching. Now, it's time to do the fun part. That's drinking. And I'm doing this completely cold today. Have not warmed up or anything, so this should be fun. Cheers, though. Okay. Right off the bat, it smells sweet. I smell something familiar, definitely. I can't tell if it's like a toasted, rye. It's giving me this, marshmallow, spicy, deep vanilla, French vanilla. Lightly oaked. And a hint of, this, candy cigarette. Candy cigarette smell. Yeah, it's not bad. The nose is not bad. Good start. Yeah, definitely like a candy cigarette. I can't think of what that, it's maybe like a mint. Type of a mint or menthol or something. Smells good though. So let's dive in, see what it tastes like. Good. It's sweet. It's got some rye spice in it. And by rye spice, I mean, I'm tasting this sweet, nutmeg, some clove, French vanilla, maybe a light hint of ginger. Definitely some of that marshmallow I was tasting. Not a lot of char or anything. It's just really sweet and it's light. Doesn't taste high proof. Right off the bat, though, I'm definitely thinking it's a rye. It's good. No matter what this is, it's good, and I like it so far. I love this because I can be tricked so easily. This could be something I hate, and I've said it was bad before, and then I do it in these blinds, and it's like, well, I just got you because you just put this in a blind, and you liked it in a blind, so never know how it's going to turn out. I got to grab a cup of water because I forgot again. All right, how to get water. I don't know why I forget this. It's like I do this every single time. Every time I do a blind, I'm like, gotta remember to bring a water out. No, not this time. I forgot again. Anyhow, moving on to glass number 2. Interesting. So on the nose on this one, the very first smell that I got was a light Sharpie note. But then I smell this char. A char, almost like a toasted. I'm telling you, I don't think this is toasted. But I got hints of toasted, very sweet. Yeah, there's something that I really like about this one, deep within there, though. It smells like... This is hard. It smells like something I'd enjoy drinking by a campfire. That's all I'll say. It's again, I get that marshmallow note that I got on the first one. Some French vanilla. It's not quite as rich. The first one was definitely richer. This one still smells good, but not quite as rich. Yeah, maybe a hint of black licorice. Some French vanilla, marshmallows, creamy. It smells creamy. With a little bit of maybe a little brown sugar in there too. Yeah, it smells nice. And cream soda. Yeah, cream soda too. I know, all over the place with my flavors, but that's what I got on the nose. Let's taste this one. Wow. Right up front, I got a nice burst of oakiness that rolled into a good amount of spice. This is not super high proof. A good amount of spice, like more of that nutmeg and clove, light brown sugar, sweet hints of like a mintiness, marshmallow. That's good. The finish is really nice on this one. The flavor kind of just sits there in your mouth and it's just kind of like you chew on it. Definitely taste that, like, I wouldn't call it smoke, but I would more call it like a little bit of like a charred taste, and it's really nice. Really, really nice. 1 and 2 are very similar. The second time through for sure is going to be one that gives me a better idea, but so far, not so bad. I can't wait to find out that this has been a bottle that I really hate. All right, moving on to glass number 3. So far, I like the first 2. They taste good, have a good amount of flavor. I don't know what they are yet. I mean, we're definitely like whiskey. Got whiskey in front of me. So moving on to number 3. They both smelled sweet. They tasted sweet. They have a lot of those like vanillas, like spicy notes to them, but not like overly spicy. I'm talking like a mild spice with a large amount of sweetness. So there's a lot of sweetness to them. Tastes good. Now moving on to number 3. Number 3, see? The nose on number 3, wow. Instantly, I got a little bit of that Sharpie note. But then it's like this deep, dark, like brown sugar, rich, vanilla, caramel, maybe a hint of oakiness to it. Yeah, it just smells very sweet, oaky. Yeah, just kind of like a classic sweet bourbon. This one doesn't have as many of those spice notes or like that char-ish nose I was getting like on the first 2. Definitely more of like a Sharpie marker at first. Not in a bad way. Like that kind of went away. It was like my first nose into it. Does not burn the nose hairs at all. Ooh. I actually just got like a light strawberry note out of that on the nose. Yeah, a creamy strawberry. Definitely like that nose. It smells good. So far, all 3 of these noses have been good. Bourbon. Sweet strawberry, vanilla, creamy. Hint of oak. This reminds me a lot of like one of the Nulu single barrels that I've tasted before. Like both the bourbon and a rye, actually. It kind of reminds me of a strawberry Pop-Tart. But not like, when I'm thinking strawberry, I'm like faint strawberry, not like super rich, sweet, like voluptuous strawberry, if that makes any sense. Not like an overripe one, like more of one that's just like on the edge of ripe. So that's what this tastes like. It's good. I like that a lot. Actually, I like 3 is moving up there. Really good. Delicious. I would definitely think these are more like possibly, I don't know. I'm not going to guess, but I'm definitely thinking more along the lines of possibly like finished bourbons or something. I have no idea. But the flavor is good. I like that one. They're getting like I think they're getting gradually better with each one. We'll see. Now it's time to move on to number 4. Woo! I got to get some of my dancing in. You guys got to be used to this by now. Like, I don't want to be boring. I'm so boring. Don't watch me. Just kidding. Okay. Moving on to number 4. I need to bring up the energy. I feel like I'm dragging today. Like, bring the energy. Pow, 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 pow. I was singing like Black Eyed Peas. Like, some, like, what are these? Fist bumping? I can't do it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, moving on. Number 4. Here we go. On the nose. Interesting. Number 4 and number 3 actually smell kind of similar. But number 4, instead of the strawberry notes that I'm getting buried in there a little bit, I'm getting like raspberry. This smells like a baked raspberry strudel. Yeah, it smells amazing. Creamy, raspberries, rich. Not super thick and syrupy, but like rich, like a nice glaze over a, I smell it. Even some almonds. Not like peanuts, almonds. Like more like a almond, like, yeah. It reminds me of, I'm telling you, I'm thinking this right now, but this reminds me of this breakfast roll that my mom used to make that would have like raspberries, almonds, maybe a little bit of cream cheese, like lightly crispy, like fluffy croissant-y type pull apart thing. Oh, it smells phenomenal. Even a little bit of brown sugar, like almost if you just kind of sprinkle just a little bit of brown sugar over the top, it smells great. Oh yeah, it tastes good too. Right up front, you get that raspberry and that creaminess, and then it kind of rolls into actually a little bit more of like brown sugar and a splash of cinnamon. Not hot. None of these are drinking warm to me. Either my palate's off today or these are like all drinking, I would say definitely below 115 proof in my opinion. Like, not so good. Now I can't tell which one I like. Like, they're all really, really good. This is a great flight. No matter what, I don't think there's anything bad here that I liked. And they gradually got a little bit better, I think, with every single one. Now we'll see what happens the second time through that I do these. But the first time through, definitely like them all. So now it's time to step away. I'm going to do the second time through for Patreon. Again, if you haven't become a patron, become a patron. You can see the second time through. And yeah, then I'm going to come back with the final results. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much. I'll be right back. Wait, why did I just thank you? Well, I mean, I'm thanking you for watching, but that was really weird. So anyhow, I'll be right back. Holy freaking moly. That second time through was hard. That was like so hard. In fact, I actually moved my ranking around a lot compared to my very first time through. Like, my first time through, I kind of like, I think I definitely misjudged number 1, number 2. I mean, the first time through, my ranking was 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember that? I was like, oh yeah, it kind of just goes 4 is number 1, 3 is number 2, you know. And then, how I finished up was 1, 4, 3, 2. So I completely changed my ranking the second time through. I had to do some battles back and forth. It took me a minute to figure it out. It definitely did. But there's something good I like about all these. Some smell a little bit younger, some smell a little bit older, but overall, the flavors, the finishes are really good to me, and I've really enjoyed this flight. I really did like it. So now, it is time to reveal the final results and see how bad I screwed this up. Or if I didn't. But no matter what, I just tasted these, and I put them in the order of how I liked them. That is what this is all about. It doesn't matter what these are. These could be bourbons. These could be ryes. These could be, well, I think they're only bourbons or ryes. So, they're bourbons or ryes. They could be finished too. They could be toast. Anyhow, I just ranked them based on how they tasted. That's simply put, on the nose, on the palate, on the finish, which goes in line with my ranking system. So, now, let's reveal the order and we'll see where the allocated ends up. I don't know what we've got here, but I'm ready to find out. So, let's start with last place, which is 2. So, we got 2 in last place. Bam! We're going to pull card number 2. I'm nervous. I'm always nervous about this part. I don't want to look. Okay. So, in last place, it's Buffalo Trace. That's freaking hilarious. Huh. Okay. It's better than I remember, honestly. I didn't hate it. Okay, last place is regular old Buffalo Trace. I can't tell you how many times where I'm like, this is bad. Buffalo Trace is bad. I don't like Buffalo Trace. I don't want to even waste my time drinking it. I've definitely said that before. Okay, now, let's move on to third place, which is number 3. I'm scared. Is this like a freaking Buffalo Trace lineup? Like, really? 3. You guys. It's a Buffalo Trace lineup. Maybe. In third place is Elmer T Lee. Which, what I'm thinking is that it's cherries that I was tasting instead of strawberries. I was getting berries, but cherries. Okay, I got the flavors. I got the classic bourbon flavors. Obviously, we know that Elmer T Lee is the allocated of this bunch. And obviously, we know that they finished in 3rd place. It didn't finish number 1. So now, I can't wait to see what actually finished number 1 because this is great. So, now, let's move into 2nd place. And we have number 4, which was my number 1 the first time through. Let's see what this is. Eagle Rare! What the heck? Okay, usually I get a grape taste out of Eagle Rare. This time, I think I said strawberry Pop-Tart. I don't know. What the heck is wrong with me? Eagle Rare, we got a Buffalo Trace line up here. Number 1, which, okay. Eagle Rare is not the allocated here because I can actually find that generally. I'm going to have to look a little harder, but it's not as allocated as Elmer T Lee. That is the allocated here. Now, let's see what number 1 is. And number 1 is 1, and 1 is number 1. You know, I am glad Eagle Rare finished number 1 the first time through because I like Eagle Rare. Okay. What? Holy shiz! Okay, number 1. This is crazy because I've hardly drank this bottle at all. This is Bowman Brothers. Whoa, a piece of paper just went flying. Okay, back to it. Number 1 is 1, and that is actually Bowman Brothers Small Batch. Wow. Holy freaking moly. Out of all of these, I picked Bowman Brothers Small Batch as number 1. So, that is crazy to me. I've hardly drank it, but I liked it. It's good. It's great. Actually, has a really nice nose, a really good balanced palate, and the finish is really nice. So, here's how we finished up, which honestly, if I was like looking at a shelf and how to rank these, it's not how I would rank them. I would rank them Elmer T Lee, Eagle Rare, Bowman, and then Buffalo Trace. But here's how they finished. Buffalo Trace in last place. Elmer T Lee, the allocated, in 3rd place. Eagle Rare in 2nd place. And Bowman Brothers Small Batch, not even a single barrel, a small batch, finished number 1. So, I think you guys should try this blind and let me know what comes out on top for you because I am super curious on what you guys would pull. That was a fun blind, and honestly, they're all good. Okay, so now I'm going to go try some more Buffalo Trace, which, I mean, obviously this whole lineup is Buffalo Trace. And then I'm going to go try more Bowman Brothers Small Batch because I've hardly drank any of those or either of those that much. And they did not taste that bad in this flight. In the flight, they were good. Alone, I make fun of them. What the heck is wrong with me? I'm sure we've all misjudged bottles. Depends on where you're drinking them, how you're drinking them, like what setting you're in. But in this blind flight, I'm actually pretty much shocked. I am shocked this time. So again, good job, Bill, on this. This was a fun flight, and holy moly, I really am surprised. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what one you like the most out of this flight. And tell me, like, I want to know if you guys do a blind flight of these, tell me what your results are. As always, thank you guys so much for watching The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, and I'll see you next time.